Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Triple P, where we explore people, places, and palates. In today's video, we're going to be exploring Turkey's third biggest city, Izmir, that was once called Smyrna, founded by the Greeks, taken over by the Romans, rebuilt by Alexander the Great, and obviously part of the Ottoman Empire since the 15th century. Let's start off our day by having an authentic breakfast, and what better place to head to than Alsancak Dostlar Firini, where all the locals gather to eat delicious boyoz, made up of different varieties. This iconic pastry associated with Izmir is actually a symbol of the province's diverse cultural history. It was brought 5 centuries ago by Sephardic Jews who were expelled from Spain in 1492. The name Boyoz is actually derived from Boyoz, meaning buns or scones in Spanish. Order yourself some chai to go with it and enjoy the experience. If you're someone who is more of a sweet tooth, then do head to Çelebi Unlu Mamuller, which is just a few streets down to try the local Izmir Bombasi, translating to the bomb of Izmir. Why, you may ask? Because once you bite into the cookie, the sweet and smooth filling inside just floods your mouth. It is actually seen as a continuation form of the famous Ottoman dessert called Murabali Mesidiye, a cookie filled with apricot marmalade, and has become a favorite in the city. After these delicious but filling treats, take a walk along the Kordon Alsancak, which is a beautiful seafront promenade where you can see people bicycling, men fishing, friends chatting, while enjoying the splendid scenery of the waters against the backdrop of the mountains. Walk past the monument at the Republic Square, immerse yourself in a bit of history at the Atatürk Museum and the Arkas Art Center, and make your way into the Konak Pier, which is a lovely seaside pier designed surprisingly by Gustav Eiffel, the man responsible for the Eiffel Tower in Paris, which has now been converted into an upscale shopping, dining, and cinema complex. Grab yourself some lunch at the chic Laura Kitchen and Bar while enjoying the fresh breeze and beautiful views. If you're looking for a more budget-friendly option, then make your way to the left side of the pier where you have cheaper eateries but also with great views. The Konak area is more famous for its square, especially as it is home to 2 iconic structures. Firstly, the marble and stone clock tower of Izmir, that is the main symbol of the city and was built in 1901 to commemorate the 25th anniversary of Sultan Abdülhamid II's ascent to the throne. Did you know that the height equals to 25 Turkish yards, symbolizing each year of his sultanate? Interesting, huh? Secondly, you have the Yali Mosque that immediately attracted me with its stunning turquoise colors. its unusual octagonal shape and ornate tile work. Don't be surprised if you see people flocking to this area. It's mainly because they're headed into the Kemeraalti Bazaar. It is one of the world's oldest bazaars, over 2,400 years old, which has been the city's shopping mall since the Hellenistic period. It is home to shops, eateries, artisanal workshops, mosques, coffee houses, tea gardens, synagogues, and more. Spending a day exploring its crowded and colorful streets, historic places of worship, hidden courtyard, and grand caravanserais reveals the real Izmir, I'd say. Now, talking about historic, you can't miss the Smyrna Agora, an open-air archaeological site where the excavations conducted began as one of the first excavations of the Turkish Republic in 1932. It houses the ruins of an ancient Greek and Roman marketplace and city center and dates back to the 4th century BC. It seems it was initially built by Alexander the Great and then later restored under the rule of Marcus Aurelius. Last but not least, if you want to add another interesting place to your bucket list, then take a tram to the historical elevator, which is 117 years old and also free of charge to visit. It has a quite interesting story. Basically, it connects the Mihat Pasa Street, one 58 meters higher than the other, and Sehit Nihat Bey Street. It was built in 1907 by the Jewish businessman Nessim Levy for the purpose of providing fast and easy transportation between these two districts, which can be reached by 155 steps from one to the other. On the top, you will find a viewing terrace as well as a cafe restaurant with spectacular views of the city. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to subscribe for more travel inspiration. See you on the next one.